Hi, today my talk is on the constructivism theory. So, constructivism learning in the classroom engages students mentally, emotionally and socially, as it involves their internal reasoning and constructive knowledge. Unlike other learning theories, constructivism does not view learners as empty vessels, but believes that learners come with their own prior knowledge and experiences that helps them to create meaning and build knowledge. Learning is authentic, learning is student-centred, learning is social, all strengths of the constructivism classroom. But in order to be successful, student motivation is key. The teacher needs to teach the different points of need, and the teacher needs to be skilled at taking anecdotal notes as assessment. Yet it is still a powerful teaching theory for teachers to consider. Constructivism theory views learning as an active process, whereby the learner constructs knowledge, both individually and socially. It is through experiences that the individual internalises that helps to build their interpretation and understanding of the world around them. These experiences and internal processes are unique and individual to everyone, meaning no two students will have the same outcome based on their prior experiences and knowledge. Two forms of constructivism theory that are strongly represented in the classroom are psychological and social constructivism. Psychological constructivism focuses on the individual learner, their internal process and how they construct knowledge based on their own experiences and previous knowledge. Linking to Piaget's cognitive theory, students move through 4 stages of learning that are hardwired in every child, and it is through their own natural curiosity that they develop and grow. Vygotsky suggested that student thinking is strongly affected by their social community and interactions. Known as social constructivism, it recognises that the social process of learning is vital, as it is this peer-to-peer interaction that develops and progresses students to not only understand, but also progress their knowledge and understanding. In both Vygotsky and Piaget's theory, the teacher is identified as a more knowledgeable other, to guide students through the process of learning. The teacher is able to scaffold new ideas, helps link previous knowledge with new knowledge, and guides students to achieve deeper learning. A strength of the constructivism theory is the classroom. It supports authentic learning, whereby students are presented with real-world activities and problems to solve. As the theory sees students as constructors of meaning, real-world activities and problems will challenge students. Students will draw upon and critically review their previous experience and knowledge in order to problem solve, consider different points of view, and progress through to a state of deeper learning. It is these skills, ability to problem solve and make connections to the outside world, that will better equip students with transferable skills across all curriculum. When integrated into a constructivism classroom, authentic learning experiences equip students with skills about how to learn and strengthen their meaningful connections to current knowledge that can be transferred to their interactions and dilemmas beyond the classroom. For example, inquiry-based learning presents students with a research topic, such as endangered animals, in which they think about what they already know and then they determine what they would like to know. This not only engages but provides students with knowledge about the world around them that encourages how they as globalised citizens can have an impact. Learning is student-centred, which is a strength of the constructivism theory. Student-centred learning enables students to be active learners in the process, meaning the teacher takes the role of the guide as opposed to driver, giving students the power to follow their natural curiosity. For example, personal goal setting is a great tool for students to take control of their learning by identifying what they need to learn from the lesson or unit. Through students setting their own goals, you engage active learners who think critically about the learning process, who have to plan, problem solve, and continuously reflect and self-evaluate on their progress. This is a great tool for teachers to identify knowledge gaps and students at similar levels for work collaboratively. Constructivism theory is a social act, engaging peer-to-peer tutoring, feedback, and at times, negotiation. Through social interactions and talking through the problems, students gain new knowledge, understand different points of view, challenge their current understanding, and collaboratively work to reach a resolution or outcome. This supports deeper learning, as it is peer-to-peer interactions that help students move through the new knowledge and construct meaning for themselves, whilst also getting them to view each other as resources. It is also proven that peer-to-peer interaction and guidance is a powerful tool in assisting bridging knowledge across the entire classroom. For example, get students to present their work to each other and provide feedback, evaluation and encouragement. Students are challenged to articulate, link new knowledge and work collaboratively, which ultimately assists students to better articulate their own learning. Constructivism theory assumes students are motivated to learn, which can be a weakness of the theory. Unlike rote learning or memorization learning, it is student motivation to understand and know more that will encourage the success of a constructivism classroom. If student motivation is not there, then the teacher risks losing them. The students need to become active learners. This is at the core of the theory that students are driving their learning. This theory requires a teacher to be very skilled at motivating students. Students are empowered by a teacher who operates as a facilitator. The teacher's ability to let go of control, allowing the student to lead the learning, is key to success. Another limitation of the theory is that the teacher needs to be able to teach at many different points of need. The constructivism theory focuses on the knowledge and experience each individual student brings to the classroom. Therefore, the teacher needs to be in tune with what prior knowledge students have in order to be able to undertake the lesson. As Piaget noted, students progress through stages of knowledge at their own pace, so a lesson needs to be tailored to meet each student at their point of need. In order to do this when planning a lesson, you need to create a variety of access points for students, and perhaps tailor groups in order for peers to be able to assist and guide each other through the use of scaffolding. For the teacher, this at times can be time-consuming. As constructivism theory believes that the process of learning is just as important as the product, the teacher needs to be skilled in taking anecdotal notes throughout the process as an assessment tool. The constructivism classroom assesses students' understanding knowledge throughout the exploration and inquiry process, and not simply through worksheets or a final test. This could be a limitation of the theory, as a teacher is assessing and observing what students can demonstrate and create through constructing knowledge in inquiry-based learning environments. As each student uses their own unique knowledge and experiences, and the process does not have a right or wrong path or even answer, the teacher needs to be skilled to determine whether students have achieved the overall outcome of the lesson, which could be supported through Bloom's taxonomy. This type of assessment can also be relatively time-consuming for teachers. So ultimately, teachers are teaching students for future careers that are not even created yet, in a constantly changing and shrinking globalised world. Through a constructivism classroom, you are giving students the skills to problem solve, become independent, motivated learners, and invite social interaction throughout their knowledge process. It teaches them that knowledge is ever evolving and will change throughout the course of their life due to new experiences, new knowledge, and new social connections. That is why I believe the theory ensures that students are equipped with lifelong skills of how to learn, which is just so much more powerful than just knowledge. Thank you.